Hey there, mates. I am James Paddington Bear Blackpool the third, and we're here for another episode of your NXT UK rubbish. Now, mates, let's start off with a nice piss warm pint. It's bloody cold. Unbelievable. Well, speaking of something that is absolute rubbish, this wanker right here, Walter, your NXT UK Champion, he opens up the show this week and, he's harping on something, right, mates? And if you don't understand what that means, I mean, Blackpool says piss off, but it's to go on about something. And Walter is harping on how he's the greatest NXT UK champion in history. Sure, he's been the champion for, say, 700, 800 plus days. Yeah, pretty impressive. But Walter, he has his in-ring interview. Yeah, that's right. This wanker right here from Vienna, Austria, and he just says he's the greatest, he's back, he needs challengers, and he's gonna restore the sacredness of the mat to this fine sport. And that was it. That was all he said. Clearly, Walter is a wanker. And now, last week I forgot to mention that Ilya Dragunov, he appeared at the end of last week's NXT show and stares down Joe Coffey and Rampage Brown. So could one of the three of them be Walter's next challenger? Blackpool, I mean, even though Rampage Brown is Blackpool's guy from England, Blackpool's hoping to see Ilya Dragunov climb his way back up to face Walter and take that title off that wanker. So this opening segment, mate, it's going to get a 7 piss warm pints. And then we had Saxon Huxley from Hartlepool, England, versus returning to the NXT UK, Jordan Devlin from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland. And this match wasn't half bad. Saxon Huxley, big brute of a man. Jordan Devlin, pretty quick on his feet, little nimble, if you will. Saxon Huxley looks like he put him down with the slam and power bombs and stuff. Jordan Devlin just seemed to always find a way to kick out till he hit the Devlin inside suplex, got the 1, 2, 3, defeated Saxon Huxley, a much bigger competitor than he, and a pretty impressive win. Mates, that is going to get us a 7.5 And then we had on commentary, pretty deadly. That's right, mates. Sam Stoker and Lewis Howley are commentating on this next match. Yes, boy! And the match was none other than Symbiosis. That's Tbone. That's Primate. With Eddie Dennis And they're up against... Let's see if I'm reading my notes correctly here. Andy Wild? And Dan Moloney? What a bunch of wankers! Well, clearly they're absolute rubbish. Symbiosis wiped the floor with them by the lead of Eddie Dennis. Symbiosis is your winners. And mates, this match is going to get a 7 piss warm points. Clearly Eddie Dennis knows what he's doing. And then, in a very strange promo, Tbone says, "The eye sees everything." Very creepy. This guy's gotta be a wanker. He's off his rocker. And your main event of the evening for the NXT Women's Championship. We had the challenger from Sendai, Japan, the final boss, the best in the world, Meiko Satomura. And she was up against the NXT UK Women's Champion, the Forever Champion, Kaylee Ray. And Kaylee Ray has been NXT UK Women's Champion for over 500 days, mates. Kaylee Ray from Johnston, Scotland, taking on Meiko Satomura, a rematch from one of the best NXT UK Women's Championship matches of all time, and this one absolutely delivered. These two lasses just beat the piss out of each other. Kaylee Ray just kept super kicking Meiko in the jaw, and Meiko just said, "Come on, bring it." And she was pulverizing Kaylee Ray. And on the outside, they're slamming each other on the ground. Brutal match. And in the ring, Kaylee Ray hit a gory bomb. Meiko kicks out. Meiko hit a Death Valley bomb. Kaylee Ray kicks out. Submissions, they get to the ropes. And it's just utter madness. Meiko hits a top rope sunset flip bomb. Kaylee Ray kicks out. Another brutal super kick. Meiko kicks out. They trade each other's finishes and they both kick out. Until the end. Meiko Satomura has Kaylee Ray down and out practically and hits the Scorpio Rising. Axe kick to the back of the head. For the 1, 2, 3. And just like Nigel McGuinness said that very night on NXT UK, the cries of anguish will go down in the annals of history. Your winner and new NXT UK Women's Champion, Meiko Satomura. What a match. Bravo, ladies. And with that being said, we're going to give that one a 9 piss warm points. So that's your match of the night. Kaylee Ray and Meiko Satomura. Your average rating somewhere above a 7.5, but below an 8. And predictions, because good old JPB Blackpool 3 is basically undefeated in predictions. So, here's what's going to happen next week on the NXT UK. Here's some rubbish that you can take to the bank. we have Wolfgang will defeat Blackpool's one of his fellow countrymen, Sam Gradwell, from Blackpool. Wolfgang's gonna win. Poor Sam Gradwell, he's on a brutal losing streak. And in a mixed tag team match, Ginny! Blackpool loves Ginny! And her partner, Joseph Connors, will defeat Subculture. That's right, Flash Morgan Webster and Danny Luna. So there you have it, mates. There's your predictions for next week. And if you don't like those predictions, well, Blackpool only has one thing left to say. Blackpool says, piss off, wankers!